Hello investors, this is Team 23. We will present our analysis on KT&G. My name is Jun Young and I represent external and internal analysis. Let's begin with external analysis about tobacco industry. Tobacco industry is highly controlled by government. Government regulations such as cigarette price increase or graphic warnings has been stricter over time, and government plans to expand further. Due to high entry barriers, there are only 4 players. Now, KT&G is taking market leader position, but uptrend of foreign competitors is rising as a threat. Decrease in smoking rate or electronic cigarette named IQOS are reflecting health trend. We ran a multiple regression analysis for national cigarette demand, and we limit the factor into real price, first quarter, third quarter, and regulation degree. As a result, we found that real price and regulation degree have a negative relationship with demand. So, cigarette demand is expected to decrease in situation of government regulations. Next is company analysis. Firstly, KT&G has a strong brand power. Both KT&G in tobacco industry and KGC in ginseng industry are market leaders. KT&G has market share of 60% and KGC has 73%. Also, two companies have multiple brands to target diverse segments. KT&G uses multi-brands and has brands such as 에세, 보엠시가, 더원, 레종지스, and so on. KGC uses new brands and has brands such as 지니펫, 사푼사푼, 굿베이스, 동인비. Secondly, KT&G has publicness. KT&G has retailer loyalty and the CSR activities based on publicness. But publicness also means that KT&G needs to be responsible for some parts. KT&G is strictly monitored by government and have been buying raw materials more expensive than foreign cigarette companies. Also, strong corporate governance and stable capital structure, which is 1.82% of debt to equity, are additional characteristics of KT&G. Next, Suji will present about SWOT analysis.
Hello, my name is Byun-Soo and I will talk about SWOT analysis. The strength of KT&G is its well-known brand power, brand diversification, and publicness in terms of royal retailers and CSR. Its weaknesses are struggles in business diversification and publicness in terms of cost of goods sold and government regulations. Its opportunity is growth in global markets. Lastly, decreasing market demand due to government regulations and rising health trends is its threats. We have come up with 5 options derived from our SWOT analysis. First is launching a new brand. Entry of IQOS and rise in the concern for health is a threat to KT&G's long-term profitability. Therefore, launching a new brand is needed. Our second option is to optimize the supply chain. One of the biggest weaknesses of KT&G is its high cost of raw materials compared to its competitors. To overcome this unfavorable situation, doing vertical integration with the farmers can achieve strategic fit and be competitive. Our third option is to expand overseas. National tobacco market is declining due to health trends and government regulations. Also, growing global tobacco market is an opportunity to explore new market share. Our fourth suggestion is improving CSR. As a national tobacco manufacturer, KT&G has responsibility on social harms from tobacco. Moreover, social awareness toward CSR has rose and negative impact as a tobacco company may be improved through CSR. Our last option is restructuring KGC. Chung Kwan-jang of KGC has been leading the ginseng industry with its high brand power. Letting its brand use the name of Chung Kwan-jang can give credibility to the consumers. About our new brand, we have targeted the electronic cigarette market as it is rapidly growing. We have segmented our potential customers by needs and plan to target healthy and premium cigarettes compared to its competitor IQOS. We can see that this is a profitable market by drawing a perceptual map. We named our brand Paradigm with the meaning that our brand will change the paradigm in this business. We have 3 differentiations, which are premium image, adjusting tar and nicotine levels, and flexibility of the hole size in the equipment. Next, Ji-young will present operational strategies.
Now this is Ji-young, and I will introduce about operational strategy and global strategy. We suggest KT&G to implement a backward vertical integration with farmers and manage them directly through TEA Industrial or by buying land and employing farmers as employees. If KT&G develops a system that efficiently produces the tobacco leaves, the cost of raw materials would be lowered. This would help KT&G produce cigarettes at a much lower cost. Furthermore, it will be able to protect farmers from abolition of cigarette price reporting system. As mentioned before, KT&G would abandon the farmers if there is a price war between the competitors. However, with vertical integration, KT&G would still be able to maintain competitive and coexist with the farmers. Secondly, the vertical integration would help KT&G to shorten lead time. Under current cigarette pricing system, KT&G can have an effect of coordination with retailers. However, this unintentional coordination does not lead to strategic fit. With vertical integration, KT&G incorporates primary producers to retailers, which include every members of the supply chain. Therefore, KT&G can respond to customer demands faster and have shorter lead time. As a result, they can achieve strategic fit and lower safety inventory holding cost. Currently, national tobacco market is in downtrend due to government regulations and house trends. However, global tobacco market is growing, especially in markets such as Africa, Middle East, and South America. Now we suggest KT&G to make branch on Argentina. It takes 15% of the total South America cigarette market share and is growing at a fast pace. Currently, BAT and Philip Morris enjoys monopoly in Argentina. However, social issues such as exploiting children labor occur. Also, in countries where there is a monopoly, there exists a segment with unmet needs and thus an opportunity of niche market. Therefore, to have a favorable response from the locals, we plan to carry out environmental CSR with our new CSR brand Nare. By volunteering to help improve their environment, it will give a good impression on the government and the people. Thus, this might help get favorable conditions when entering the new market. Also, by our global strategies, KT&G can establish a global image that is healthy and ethical. In addition, through expanding foreign branches rather than mere exporting, supplying materials locally can reduce manufacturing costs, and company can be locally responsive in marketing and sales. Next presenter, Soyeon, will start with improvement of CSR strategy.
My name is Soyeon, and I will present about CSR and KGC strategy. Current CSR of KT&G includes social contribution, cultural contribution, and global CSR. These activities are done with mainly utilizing by Sangsang brand. Social contribution includes Welfare Foundation, Scholarship Foundation, and Sangsang Volunteer. Cultural contribution has been supporting many artistic activities. And global CSR includes funding for developing countries where are damaged by natural disaster or for education. But we thought that KT&G needs to improve CSR activities on the environment because tobacco industry affects the environment in huge amount. So we suggest to make a brand called Nare to focus on environmental CSR. By connecting Sangsang and Nare together, it means organized and continuous environmental CSR brand. Our representative strategy is building a greenfield complex called Chorong Nare. This complex will be surrounded by green areas representing the nature and will utilize eco-friendly resources like solar energy to get electricity. It also can be a local landmark like Sangsang Madang. We also plan to give chances to small enterprises to sell various unstandardized products. Next is about KGC strategy. With the current situation of KGC related with 정관장 and other brands, we decided to put Good Base, 동인비, Jinipet into 정관장 to draw a synergy effect, but not 사뿐사뿐. The reason we excluded 사뿐사뿐 is that the image of the brand does not match with the image of 정관장. 사뿐사뿐 is in the coffee industry, so considering the major customers, it is better to have a young image. But 정관장 has mature and premium image. 사뿐사뿐 is also doing well in terms of financial sales. Growth rate for sales of 사뿐사뿐 exceeded in much higher figures than its competitors. For Good Base, it does not have its own retail stores. It sells only inside the 정관장 stores. And Good Base is already exclusively promoted as distributed by 정관장. So it would not affect to KGC's portfolio, whether it is incorporated in 정관장 or not. For 동인비, it is also sold at 정관장 stores from 2015, apart from its own stores. So we judged that the impact of 동인비 has already included in last 2 years. So we assume that its sales will be stable so that it would not have much impact on KGCs. Lastly, Jinipet is almost completely separate from 정관장. It only shows that Jinipet used red ginsengs from 정관장 in its package. So Jinipet is expected to grow fast and have some impact on KGCs if Jinipet goes under 정관장. Next, Intel will present about finance analysis.
Hello everyone, my name is Inte Che and I'm going to analyze financial part of KT&G. This part consists of base valuation to financial effect of strategy, marketing, and supply chain management. First, for baseline valuation, we use two-stage model. We assume 3 years of fast growth and stable growth after that. We assume fast growth part for Opera Tobacco and KGC, and we assume stable growth for domestic cigar market. For valuation, we need to calculate CAPM. Before CAPM, we need to calculate beta with same industry. We choose Philip Morris, Japan Tobacco, and British American Tobacco for tobacco industry, and we choose 정근당 and U3 for health product industry. So we unlevered regression beta and exclude cash effect and re-lever it, and we got beta of KT&G. Then we calculate CAPM using equation. So the cost of equity was 4.5%. The next step is to calculate FCFE. We calculate revenue with price and quantity from demand curve. Then we use 5-year average net income ratio for net income, and then we get FCFE using the FCFE equation. After that, we divide cash flows to cost of equity, and in last stage, we use 1% of growth for terminal value. Finally, we got target price 129,014. Now we are going to analyze financial effect of each strategy. First, financial effect of new brand. We calculate net income increase with two parts. One is device of electric cigar and the other is cigar stick of it. We calculate it with this equation: smoker times whole e-cigar market share and times our share. We assume cost of goods sold of device is similar with existing e-cigar, and we subtract revenue of cigar because it has cannibalization effect. After same procedure with baseline value stage, we have stock price of 113,589, which is 1,557 increase. Next, effect of CSR. KT&G is conducting CSR by 2.5% of their revenue. We assume that it will increase to 3%, and we recalculate with FCFE model, and the stock price is 128,514, so it decreased 14.95. Finally, we will check financial effect of supply chain management. As a result of renovation of supply chain management, cost of goods sold decreased about 21.85% and net income increased 7.7%. Out of this, stock price increased about 46,704 and target price is 175,718. Okay, this is our end of our presentation and thanks for watching our presentation.